Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Nanice, and this is your astrology reading for the new moon in Gemini, which is happening on Monday, May 30th at 1:30 p.m. Cairo, Egypt time. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel, and thank you to all my existing subscribers. I appreciate you so much. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Please like this video, please comment, and please share. All these actions help to support my channel grow. So thank you so much for helping me out. This new moon in Gemini is symbolic of a new start in an area of your life. So I'm going to go through the collective reading, then I'm going to go through each individual zodiac sign. So I recommend you find out what your rising sign is, and that will tell you where this new start is going to take place, like in which part of your life, what themes are involved. So the Gemini is a sign that is Mercury ruled. It has to do with communications. It has to do with duality of things that are two or more. It has to do with being curious. It has to do with splitting things apart to figure out what it means. It has to do with curiosity. So it has to do with communications. It has to do with all these kinds of things. And Mercury, the ruling planet of Gemini, is retrograde in the sign of Taurus at this time of this new moon, which tells me that we may be experiencing a kind of not being able to move forward towards the things that we want as we would want them to. We may be having grandiose plans, or our will to action maybe kind of amplified during this time, especially things to do with our beliefs and things to do with our hopes for the future. And although we may be wanting to take these huge steps or these big actions, that may be somewhat challenged or frustrated or roadblocked for the next 28 days or so. So there could be potential frustrations having to do with communications, with trade, buying, selling, emails, and things taking longer than you want them to. However, just know that whatever obstacles that you may be facing during this time, it's not just to give you a hard time. It's so that we're supposed to discover things in the process. And if you can get curious and lean into those things, we may benefit from such a time. Watch out for addictive tendencies, losing your head over these potential roadblocks, because Mercury is going to be conjunct the fixed star Algol around this time of this new moon. So just wanting to escape or just exploding over something, you may have to pay for it later. So it's better to remain patient during such times. Although you may be feeling frustrated, God rewards those who are patient. So keep your cool. And look to the arts and look to the beautiful things to console you during such times, or when you feel things are getting a little bit tough. Try to find the pleasant things and the small things in your life, or the big things even, but turn to beauty, turn to art to give you comfort. So that's all I have for the collective portion of this reading. I'm going to go through each individual zodiac sign. I highly urge you to find out what your rising sign is. If you don't know what your rising sign is, there's a rising sign calculator in the description box below, or alternatively, you can email me and I can help find that out for you. So I'm going to go through each sign starting from Aries. So for Aries, this new moon is happening in your third house of siblings, extended family, cousins, aunts, uncles, neighborhoods, neighbors, short distance trips, and teaching, reading, writing, journaling, the life of the mind, the intellectual life. There's going to be a new beginning having to do with those topics. For Taurus, this new moon is happening in your second house of personal possessions, money, income, your personal resources such as your skills, and also self-worth. So there's going to be a new beginning having to do with those topics. For Gemini, this is happening in a very personal part of the chart for you. It's happening in your first house of body, appearance, health, vitality, character, and spirit. And you're going to be feeling this new moon that much stronger because it's happening in your own sign. So especially for Gemini risings, take it easy. Try not to push it too hard. If things are not working out your way, just go with the flow. I guarantee they will get better in a while. In not too long, once Mercury turns direct, especially when Mercury enters Gemini. So for Cancer, this new moon is happening in a potentially challenging part of the sky for you. It's happening in the 12th house of hidden enemies, secrets, self-sabotage, addictions, hospitals, monasteries, retreats, prisons, isolation, and ego loss. So take it easy during this new moon cycle. Try to go with the flow. Don't push it too hard. Try not to lose your head. And this next 20 and concentrate on the ego loss part of spirituality. See where God's divine will is taking you, rather than enforcing what you want and your will. And the next 28 days should go just fine, God willing. For Leo, this is happening in your 11th house of aspirations, friends, social groups, allies, benefactors, colleagues, and wishes for the future. So there's going to be a new start having to do with those topics. For Virgo, this is happening in your 10th house of career, public reputation, what you are known for in the public, honors, privileges, advancements, and if you don't have a career, it's how you spend your time or what you are known to do. So it could be that you're a parent or a caregiver. So there's going to be a new start having to do with those topics, and you're going to be feeling it quite strongly because it's happening in a powerful part of the sky for you Virgo risings. For Libra, this is happening in your 9th house of God, higher education, beliefs, spirituality, mysticism, astrology, law, politics, religion, long distance trips, pilgrimages, foreign countries, foreign people, and foreign things. So there's going to be a new start having to do with those topics. For Scorpio, this is happening in your 8th house of a sense of obligations, joint assets and joint resources, taxes, loans, debts, your spouse's money or your partner's money, as well as karmic debts. So a sense of you owing something to someone or someone owing something to you. It doesn't have to be material or financial or anything like that. It could be just a sense of owing, feeling obliged. It's also, the 8th house is also the house of death and transformation. So there's going to be a new beginning having to do with those topics. For Sagittarius, this new moon is happening in your 7th house of partnerships, one-on-one relationships, your spouse, romantic relationships, business partnerships, and clients. So there's going to be a new start having to do with those topics. And for Sagittarius risings out there, you're going to be feeling this new moon much stronger because it's happening in a powerful powerful part of the chart for you. For Capricorn, this new moon is happening in your 6th house of selfless service, daily routines, hard work, sickness, toil, labor, and employees and small pets. So there's going to be a new start having to do with those topics. For Aquarius, this new moon is happening in your 5th house of creativity, children, pregnancy, arts, recreation, hobbies, and pleasure. So with Venus, the ruling planet of Taurus, co-present with Mercury retrograde at this time, I have a feeling it's going to be a pleasant new start for Aquarius risings out there. For Pisces, this new moon is happening in your 4th house, which is the most private part of the chart for you. It's the part of the chart that symbolizes your foundations, your home, your land, property, your ancestry, your parents, and things under the ground, roots. So there's going to be a new start having to do with those topics, and it's going to carry extra importance for you because it's happening in a very powerful chart, a powerful part of the chart for you Pisces risings. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you find this reading helpful. If you want to book a personal reading with me, please email me. And thank you all so much for watching. I'm wishing you a very blessed new moon in Gemini, and I'll be speaking to you soon. Bye.